Hi everyone, my name's Mike. I'm gonna take you through today's strength workout. We do have a little bit of conditioning element to this, but for the most part, we're working on getting stronger for the entire body. You will need some dumbbells, and I do recommend a mat or comfy surface for some of our floor work. If you wanna get that set up, and then come join me for the warm-up. All right, let's start. We're just gonna move our wrists back and forth, wiggle them all around. There you go. Okay, so let's put our arms out to the side. One thumb up, one down, and then switch. Nice, big forward circles. And reversing that. So today we have 3 circuits. You only do each circuit one time. So it's really fun in that there's a lot of moves and you don't have to repeat them. So the ones you don't like, good news, you only have to do them once and you move on. Let's switch that side to side. I'm gonna have you work for 45 seconds with each movement. And don't worry, I'm doing it with you and I'll show lots of options, okay? So work at your own ability level. Don't make it too hard, don't make it too easy. Just make sure that it's right for you and you're trying out that kind of moderately hard effort. So putting in good effort, but I always want you to feel like you're in control. Okay, let's reach towards the floor and then reach up tall. Okay? There we go. A few more seconds here. Let's take that reach out and just give me the squat now. So just squatting down nice and deep. I'll show it from the side. So my hips come down and back. Knees are staying over top of the feet at the start. So not shooting forward. Okay, a few seconds of jumping jack just to make sure we're completely warmed up. And we'll get into our first move. Almost there. You feeling warm? You feeling ready? Okay. First move up is gonna be lunges. So if you've done them before, I would suggest grabbing some dumbbells. And I'm gonna have you step back into them, okay? So look like this, stepping back, and then coming back together. 45 seconds of work here. You can start without dumbbells if you want. Knee doesn't have to come quite to the floor, that back knee, so it doesn't come right down, but almost. Okay? Working the legs here. There you go. I'll show from this side as well. You got this. A few more seconds here. Don't rush, nice and controlled, keeping the tension on the muscles. All right, you get a 15-second break here. I'm gonna preview our next movement. We're gonna do bent rows. In a bent row, soft knees, meaning they're slightly bent. Tip at the hip, and then pull those elbows up and back. All right, ready to join me? Let's go, bent rows. If you ever grab a set of weights at home that are too heavy, just quickly swap them out during the set to something that's a little bit more manageable. Or the opposite is true. If you grab something you're like, oh, this is way too light, then no problem. Quickly put them down, grab that heavier pair, get the value out of the set. Big things here is you'll notice my chest is proud, so I'm not rounded at all. So shoulders are down and back, proud, and you'll notice really good arch here. You want that nice arch, you don't want it to round out, okay? A few more reps, then you get your rest break. Right on. Okay, you're resting. I said there was some conditioning. Here's our conditioning element in this circuit. We're gonna do skater hops so they can be small, or you can go really big, or you can even work on just being really fast. Okay, join me. Pick the option that's right for you so you can just step them out or you can go really big and really fast. Come on, let the heart rate come up. Let's go. Going for a skate. Let's go, let's go. This is our only conditioning move in this circuit, so don't worry. It gets a little easier after this. Come on, 10 seconds. Hang in there. If you're finding it too hard, but you think you can still keep going, just go to that easier option. Try to stay moving. Rest, catch your breath. Okay, likely lighter than your rows. We're gonna do some shoulder work here. It will look like this. We're gonna do a lateral raise, okay? When you're ready, join me. Heart rate's up. Working on the shoulders though. Keep breathing. And then our last exercise in this circuit is gonna be for our core. It's gonna be leg raises. Nice and slow, not too fast, and coming up just to the shoulder or maybe just a smidge past and controlling it all the way down. Slower is harder here. Good, 10 seconds. Come on, finish with me, you got this. Another trick is you can always bend your elbows a little bit if you need to make it easier. Okay, good. Last one, join me on the floor. Leg raises. All right, so coming down to the mat and just bringing the legs up just a little past 45, not right up straight, and then back down. Again, slower is harder here. If that's too hard to keep going, then bend at the knee. And if that's too hard, then just go down to one leg at a time. Okay, so you have options. If you can start at that hardest option, that's great. Do what you can there, and then drop down to the easier options throughout the 45 seconds, okay? Minute rest after this, so bring your effort. There you go. Okay. Catch your breath, get organized. I think you probably have a feel for the flow of the workout now. We're gonna have 5 new exercises after this minute rest. I'll preview the first one for you. I call it a floor to ceiling. You can probably use your, let's say, moderate weights or middle weights. And what we're gonna do is we're going to touch the dumbbells close to the floor and then bring them overhead. Okay? Only come down as far as you can where you can still maintain a good spine posture. So if you have to round to get down there, don't go that far. Maybe you're just coming here and then up. Okay? So a little bit of a squat and a little bit of a hip hinge here. So the squat is when we bend our knee and our hip comes back, and the hinge is when we tip forward. Okay? Floor to ceiling, you ready? Let's get it. So this one is hitting our entire body. And if you started, like I said, with too heavy weight, just drop to a lighter set. Or even drop to 1 dumbbell if you need to. And just go at a really controlled pace, but still fairly quick as well. There's some good momentum on the way up, right? Almost there. Come on. Good work. Okay, coming down to the floor, we're gonna do a push-up next. I'll show you options, don't worry. I know some of you are thinking 45 seconds of push-ups, that's a lot. Okay, hands are a little bit wider than shoulders. You can do them from your knees, from your toes, or you can put your knees under your hips and do it almost like a prayer position. Okay? So pick the option that's right for you. Even if you could do one from your toes and then drop down to your knees, that's totally fine. Do what works for you and is a challenge, but you can maintain the control, okay? I don't want this to be fast. I want you to get all the way down, all the way up nice and smooth. Come on, come on. Woo, I find those hard. We'll see, maybe you do at home or maybe you're really good at them. Okay, next up we have our cardio element or conditioning element. We're gonna do 4 punches and a squat, okay? 45 seconds, let's go. If you need to make this harder, 4 punches and then a jump, okay? Pick what's right for you. 30 seconds to go. Just try to stay moving, realizing your heart rate will come up, and that's totally okay. Come on, get it, let's go. 15 seconds, don't give up on me. Get to the finish. Bite your way out of this 45 seconds. Come on, let's go. Awesome, 2 exercises left. Next is going to be a bicep curl standing. So probably one of your lighter sets of dumbbells on this one. And I'll show it from a side so you can see no swing from the upper body, just bending at the elbow. So no rotating from the shoulder, right? Like I'm showing it wrong here. I want you to just, elbows are tucked in at your sides, bending at the elbow. There we go. You'll notice after those conditioning elements, I tend to put a bit of a smaller exercise. This way you can still do work, but you can also get your heart rate down. All right, last up in this circuit is a set of planks. I will show you lots of options, so do not worry. Come on, finish it. There we go. Okay, coming back to the mat, getting ready for that plank. All right, so plank, you could do it from your knees, from your toes. Join me whenever you're ready, or you could even come down on your forearms if that bugs your shoulders and wrists a little bit. Now, if you find that really easy, your most advanced option is to take a leg, alternate taking a leg away, or alternate taking a hand away. If you are taking a limb away, just make sure you're not like totally shifting over. Make sure that you're basically keeping that same brace and just picking the limb up. All right, do what's right for you. 10 seconds, yes. This is the end of circuit 2, 2 out of 3 done. And I'll show it here, just taking the leg away. Good work. Okay, full minute rest for you. Take advantage, breathe. I want you to bring your best effort in this 3rd and final circuit. I'm gonna preview a move. We're gonna kick it off with a dumbbell deadlift. It'll probably be your heaviest set of dumbbells that you've been working with today. What I'm gonna have you do is slightly bent knees, so I call those soft knees. And then you're gonna tip the hip almost like you're dragging the dumbbells down your leg. Stop right around the knees or a little bit past, just making sure you can still maintain a good arch here. So you don't wanna be rounded. Stop wherever you can still maintain that arch, okay? And then you're gonna stand back up. So this is working the back of your legs and hips. Okay, sound good? We're gonna do 45 seconds of those and then go into our next exercise. All right, 5 seconds till go time. Grab those dumbbells, be ready. Okay, final circuit begins now. Let's go. Dumbbell deadlift. Go at your own range of motion. Make sure you're controlling it all the way down. If anything, if you want to make it harder, make it slower. Okay. 10 seconds, Finish it. Perfect. Okay, rest for you. I'm gonna show you, we're gonna do an overhead tricep extension. I'm gonna do it kneeling. Just watch that you have enough ceiling height at home to be able to do this. I like to grab one dumbbell like this, and I kneel overhead, bend at the elbow. Okay, join me when you can. Your other option too would be to do one dumbbell like this, or you can actually put two dumbbells together and go like this. So do whatever you need to get enough weight that you feel it in the back of the arms. There you go, nice and smooth, don't rush it. One dumbbell, two dumbbells, whatever works for you. Get there, you can do it. Final few seconds. Perfect. Okay. We are gonna go into a bridge, so we'll be on our back on the mat. You can use a weight if you like. I'm gonna show you three options. Just be able to touch your heels, bring your hips up off the ground. If you want, just place a dumbbell at your hips, or you can even place two, just place one on each hip. And we're gonna hold and brace here. So this is good for our core and our glutes. If you need this to be harder, you can straighten the leg, okay? Don't bring the leg up high, just straighten at the knee, okay? And just brace it. Good work. Okay, not much work left, just 2 exercises after this. So just stay focused, keep bringing that effort. Perfect. Next exercise, we'll stay on the mat. We're gonna do a bicycle. And in a bicycle, what I want you to focus on is getting your, let's say your right shoulder to your left hip and your left shoulder to your right hip. So it'll look like this. Join me when you're ready. Slower is harder on this one. If you can't maintain this for 45 seconds, that's totally okay. What I'll have you do is just drop the legs and work on just trying to get that shoulder to the hip without moving the legs, okay? So do the option that's right for you. Finishing stretch of the workout, come on. You got it. Now, different than the first 2 circuits, the conditioning exercise is actually our last exercise. All right, so still staying on the ground, but we're gonna come on to all fours. We're gonna do mountain climbers to finish this out, okay? If you need to, you can put your hands up on like a couch or something like that just to make the incline a little different, a little easier for you. But if you can, hands under shoulders, and then I want you bringing in one knee at a time or running it out if you're looking for a challenge. Last exercise of the day. Bring everything you've got. Rev it up, let's go. Come on, come on. Bring your A game. Let's finish it together. Woo. Come on. You got this. You got this. Finish it. Try not to slow down. Almost there. Did it. Thank you so much for bringing the energy every single exercise. Don't leave me just yet though. Let's do a nice little cool down together. Sound good? All right, since we're already down here, let's do a child's pose. So knees nice and wide, big toes together, and just sink your hips back. Nice deep breaths. You just revved your heart rate up with those mountain climbers. Perfect. Let's step forward with our right leg. And let's just stretch that back hip out. So just leaning into it a little bit. Stay nice and tall. All right, same stretch other side. So right leg comes back, left leg forward. Perfect. Let's come to standing. And I want you to start by just feet a little bit wide and just tipping at the hips so you'll feel the pull gently in the back of the legs. If you want, you can clasp your hands behind your back and open up at the shoulders. So just trying to get your hands away from your hips. But if you're feeling unsteady or anything like that, just keep your hands more on your thighs. All right, shaking that all out. Let's open up at the chest. So just trying to get your hands like you're really wide apart, like you're trying to give the world's biggest hug. All right, hands stay out, palms to the floor. Let's grab those thumbs and then just try to pull the thumbs gently away from the arms. You'll notice it'll stretch the biceps out a little bit. All right, let's take our right arm up. We're just gonna stretch just like this. So pulling gently back on the elbow, just feel a nice stretch in this part of the body. Same stretch other side. All right, give me 2 meaningful shoulder rolls and you're all done. So breathing in on the way up, out on the way down. One more. All right, you did it. Thank you so much for joining me for today's strength workout, and I'll see you in the next video.